Hello and welcome to the Photography Tutor. During the tutor courses, I will use a DSLR to illustrate my teaching. I use a professional Canon camera which has multiple functions via the top dial to allow me to choose individual settings that I need depending upon the shoot, and here I will explain what those are. Firstly, the green zone. This is simply a fully automatic camera mode. Next is CA. This is Creative Auto Mode, where the camera allows you to access aperture and exposure compensations via a simplified graphic on the LCD screen. Program Mode. This is similar to Green Zone, but you can also access ISO and exposure compensation too. By turning the dial, you can alter the exposure in 1/3 or 1/2 steps, allowing you to use a selection of different aperture and shutter speed values depending upon your lighting conditions. Next, TV mode, which stands for time value mode. This changes the shutter speed. This you alter again by the adjustment dial to your desired selection. Then we have AV mode. This is aperture value. Similar to adjusting the shutter speed, by pressing the shutter release button, you can see on the top LCD screen the value in shutter speed as you alter the aperture value. Next, a setting which I use more often than not is the manual setting. This allows you to alter the shutter speed and aperture values to your heart's content. At a 60th of a second and f11, the camera exposure reading shows it is an underexposed setting, i.e. too dark or not enough light. By altering the shutter speed to 1/25th of a second and an f5.6, we get an exposure reading in the middle and therefore exposed correctly. Finally, bulb setting. This allows the user to set the desired aperture value and then by pressing the shutter to take the picture. You can hold down to any time value you require. This is for creative or long exposure shots.